Peaking in middle school? What does that even mean? In middle school, I was doing Fortnite dances and pooping in urinals.
Bro, I knew a nigga that was doing that. He would go to the bathroom and fuck that hoe up. Today we are watching kids who peaked in middle school. I don't think I've ever heard of a peaking in... No, you know what? I know plenty of niggas that peaked in middle school. I remember them kids that were tall as shit. Like in middle school, you were like, yo, this nigga tall as fuck. Now, if you were to see him, you was probably towering over them, or they really wasn't that tall, or they really wasn't really on shit for real. But with that being said, let's get straight to the video.
You're probably familiar with peaking in high school. If you've graduated,
Right.
I'm sure you can think of people who
That's
were
what
the
I'm saying.
coolest back in high school, but now have seemingly fizzled into nothing. Whether it be the football player that was good, but never good enough to make it to college, or the prom king or queen that were the most desired people back in high school, but never really had any goals or aspirations and were completely...
Bro, yeah, no, for real. I remember this one girl, man. Like, it was during the time, this is crazy. During this time, it was like everybody wanted to date her. So she would date every nigga, right? She had so, like, from the time from middle school all the way to, elementary school to middle school, this girl would date every nigga. And it was like, if you got with her, you meant something. That's how our brains was working. Like, it wasn't that she was like, yo, what are you doing dating all these different niggas, right? It was like, our heads was like, we were so young and dumb, we looked at it like, yo, you gotta date her if you like that nigga. I never dated her though. I never dated her. So I guess I wasn't that nigga, but I had never dated her though.
completely unprepared for the cold reality of life. Or that one girl, how do I say this, who enjoyed sharing her cheer to all the boys at school.
In high school, I knew one girl like that. I talked about it in my main channel video. I knew one girl like that in high school. No, I need a few. I'm tripping.
Example in your mind may be, it's a very familiar and very true trope, but that's why I'm not here to talk about peaking in high school. I'm here to talk about an even sadder and less discussed scenario, peaking in middle school. Buckle up, because this video might be depressing to those that it applies to. Now, you may be thinking, Philip, peaking in middle school? What does that even mean? In middle school, I was doing Fortnite dances and pooping in urinals. How is it even...
Bro, I knew a nigga that was doing that. He would go to the bathroom and fuck that hoe up. He would shit everywhere. It's crazy, bro. But when I was in middle school back in 1992, don't take that for real, cause some of y'all niggas be thinking that. Bruh, we didn't have Fortnite, man. We had Temple Run on the phone and shit. We had the first iPhone came out when I was in middle school and shit. Yeah, I think so. Don't quote me on that.
Even possible to peak when I'm 12 years old? Well, let me tell you with a real life story. When I was 12 years old, the coolest middle schooler of all time was Mikey Williams, the self-proclaimed #1 ranked 7th grade basketball player in the country.
I was in high school during this time, right?
He was in my grade, so I remember back in 2018 when he was dunking as an 8th grader, talking trash, dapping up LeBron, and breaking all these crazy scoring records. And not to mention, every single girl I knew, and I mean every single girl I knew back in middle school, had a crush on him. I mean, this dude was the king of 8th graders. As a middle schooler, he had a bigger social media following than most NBA players, and he was being interviewed and profiled by virtually every single basketball news outlet. But 8th grade was kind of the peak of the Mikey Williams hype train. Now, don't get me wrong, in high school he was still very popular, but the competition started to catch up, and he went from the #1 ranked 8th grader in the country to the number 39 ranked player in his graduating class.
I mean, then that don't mean shit. That nigga still cold as fuck though. He was still cold as fuck. If you ranked in high school, you cold. You cold. We knew some niggas that wasn't like really that cold, but we were also, you know, playing well, you know, and certain things come with it. But like, you still good though. You're good as fuck. You know what I'm saying? We played Trey Young. You know, we played Trey Young. He ain't cook us though. He ain't cook us. We played him back in high school, you know what I'm saying? We went to an OU tournament. Went out there, we played him. He had some threes, but he wasn't killing us though. He wasn't killing us.
class.
my gang.
And just as his college season was about to start, he got caught with a super soaker and is now facing very scary charges. And that is the most extreme but sad reality of peaking in middle school.
Now, though.
I remember back when I played on my middle school basketball team, there was another kid on the team who averaged 20 points a game. And for those that don't know, averaging 20 points in middle school is a damn near Kobe Bryant performance every single game. This dude was legit and had a crazy bag, but none of the high school coaches were interested in him because he never really listened to the coach in middle school and relied more on his natural talent than any sort of work ethic. That's why when I got to 9th grade, I was surprised to hear that he wasn't playing basketball at all. This dude was the coolest guy in middle school. I mean, he had yes men as
how our shit worked is like if you were hooping in middle school, if you were going crazy in middle school, the high school coaches would see you and they gonna bring you up for sure. But he must have been like he must have been tripping like fuck the coaches type of vibe if they were like we ain't gonna pick him up.
A 13-year-old. I literally remember that he just had an entourage of dudes with him that went everywhere with him and just agreed with him. But I also remember every time we did conditioning drills in basketball, he was always the guy that was just walking behind everyone as if he was too good for it. Yeah. And that's why middle school is as far as he ever went in terms of social status and basketball. Every time I saw him in the hallways in high school, he just seemed like he just didn't care. And don't get me wrong,
bro, my cousin was like that, bro. My cousin was a real I don't give a fuck, I don't care ass nigga, fuck authority ass nigga, bro. Bro, why is you like that? He probably not seeing this. Why is you like that though, bro? I remember whenever we got to high school, we went to high school. Whenever I moved, we went to the same high school for a little bit. No, literally a year. And I remember this nigga gonna go, bro. We have basketball tryouts, whatever, and my cousin, they call him to like I guess tell him that he's like on freshman. I think he's gonna be on freshman. And the coach calls him like, Sneak, come down here. Right? He's walking down the bleachers and our coach is like, hurry up, son, run. And my cousin, like, he always been like this, but he hear him yell and he just keep walking. He like, I don't give a fuck about nothing that you talking about. He just keep walking. I'm like, bro. So he keeps walking. He's like, you know what? Get the hell out. And then my cousin just keeps walking. He just walks out. He just walks out. He don't even talk to the coach. He don't try to jog or nothing. He just walks out. So that nigga tried out for the team just for him to get kicked out before about to make the team, gets kicked out and he's gone now. Stupid ass nigga. I'll slap you in the back of the head when I see you, nigga.
He still had friends and seemed like a chill dude, but you can tell that he never really reached his potential. And that's what I'm talking about when I say peaking in middle school. If the coolest kid in elementary school was the guy who was the fastest at recess, then the coolest kid in middle school was the guy who had the most Instagram followers and highest snap score, the one who got all the girls and started on.
Back in my day, that wasn't an accolade. Instagram followers and snap scores
on the basketball or football team. School. And a lot of those guys transitioned their coolness into high school, but the ones that were left behind are a really sad story. I remember when I was 13, there was dudes who were smoking and smashing. Like, that was just insane to me. When I was
13, I was smoking. I ain't gonna lie. I made a video, bro. I recorded a video, Drugs You Should Avoid, for the main channel. This not coming out because I recorded the video, went to edit it, and my mic was unplugged. Rookie mistake. But I started smoking in middle school, bro. 13. No, from the summer from 8th grade to 9th grade. At 13, I was smoking.
I was 13, I was playing 2K and watching the odd ones out. Like, that was insane to me. I guess some people just developed faster, probably even too fast, because those same dudes got hella raggedy in high school and just reeked of grass everywhere they went. I did like the anti-peak in middle school. Like, middle school was probably my lowest point. I think back to some moments when I was 12 and 13 and just cringe. I was so insecure and had no clue how to act, so I just tried all these different styles and they all failed, and I wasn't comfortable in my own skin. I was so jealous of the kids that were at the top of the social hierarchy in middle school, the ones that just seemed to fit in and always be the center of attention. And
I'm not gonna lie, to my own horn, that was me. I was in middle school, from elementary school to middle school, bro. I was fine. Like from from elementary school to college, I was fine. But that's the thing. I was a chameleon. Like I could kick it with niggas that wasn't lit. I could kick it with niggas that was lit. I could kick it with like I was cool with everybody. So like I think that's just what it was.
Say the right things. I mean, I was a film kid back in middle school, in a generation where no one is a film kid. I remember I was referencing like Martin Scorsese movies in 8th grade when people were making TikToks like hit or miss. You remember that? I mean, I didn't even really fit in with like the nerdy kids or like the gamer kids because I was into basketball, but I was also into movies and I was also into video editing. And I was just
I need to put my brother on the video editing. I need to teach him because my brother's really big into movies. Like he's 15. You can ask this nigga when did Monsters Inc. come out or shit. You can ask him. It could be like, bro, this nigga. I'll pull up back to my mama's house, be like, hey, bro, put up a good movie on. This nigga put some shit that's black and white on. I'm like, bro, I don't want to watch this shit. He be like, yeah, this came out in 19. I'm like, bro, how the fuck you know this? He golfs too.
This weird amalgamation of things that didn't make sense jumbled together, and I just didn't feel like I was in place anywhere. I mean, don't get me wrong, I wasn't like an outcast and I still had friends, but I just felt like I didn't really find myself. I was constantly plagued by insecurities and felt underconfident in pretty much every scenario. But I improved myself a lot in high school and spent a lot of time improving my confidence, becoming more comfortable in social scenarios, and finding friends that were more aligned to myself. And I think that's the beauty of middle school. It's a time where you're allowed to be this mess of a person that doesn't know who they are but thinks they know everything. I think while we're in middle school, we think that it's a lot more important than it actually is. I mean, if high school isn't important in the real world, then middle school is literally nothing. Yeah. A 3-year blip full of acne and cringe.
Our shit was 4 years. 6th grade, 7th grade. No, I'm tripping. It's 3. I'm tripping. 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. He right.
To the highest degree. And that's why I find it comical when I see these kids try to act so grown these days. If you're 13, stop trying to act like you're cool, okay? Go play Fortnite and enjoy your lack of responsibility.
You're not cool, bro. You're not going to be cool for a minute. 13, look at the 13-year-old nigga. He trying to be cool and I laugh at him. That's what's up, bro. Bro, and then I was doing this. I knew I was doing that. You don't even know. Because when that real world come, grab you by your neck, say, bitch ass nigga, pay this bill. Bitch ass nigga, pay this car note, nigga. Or guess what? It's going to fuck you up further in life. You going to wish your ass was 13 again. Over here talking about kissing girls, nigga. You don't need to kiss no girls at 13, nigga.
High school is right around the corner, and you really don't want middle school to be the peak of your existence. I guess the lesson to all the middle schoolers out there is don't be afraid to be a middle schooler. You're gonna be hella insecure and you don't even know what to do. You think you're smarter than everyone, and that's fine. We all have been there. But don't try to grow up too fast and don't try to be too cool. Because you're 13, and if you're in middle school and you were offended by that statement, just wait till you're older. You'll see that it was facts. Mr.
What the fuck? Now I think about it, I wasn't insecure in middle school. I was pretty comfortable in my own skin. But one thing, that's why my mother really instilled that in me very young. Like she always upped me and talked really highly of me. So I like moved that into going to my life as I moved forward. So it wasn't until I probably felt a little bit of insecurities till like I got older, where I was like, okay, when you start comparing yourself, like, damn, okay, I need to be like this, I need to be like that, you know what I'm saying? I need to have these things done by the time I'm this age, and if they weren't done, you feel me, you start to get a little bit insecure. That's when I really felt the most like certain insecurities. But yeah, shout out to my dukes. Anyway, like the video, sub up, comment up, hit the noti bell. This might be the first video that I posted back. You might have seen that I haven't posted videos in probably about 7 days because I had got a strike on my channel. I was watching another video, something, and they fucked my shit off. So thank y'all for still rocking out with me, and binge the rest of the video on the channel. I'm happy to be back. HD, let's do it.